Tenacity. Navigator powers do additional damage for every bonus characteristics on the staff. Sure. Awareness. Persuasion. Alright, J. Trying to find something that would be useful in any way. Voice of command and bring it down at your reduced cost the first time they are used in combat. Sure. Alright, what else we got? So she's got crazy stats. However, when she's in the party, she's typically the only one that can do what Pascal normally does. So let's give her more logic and tech use. Alright, and finally, Cabela. What do you got? Desperate measure, okay. Whenever the Blade Dancer is healed for the first time in a round, they are healed for an additional toughness bonus wounds and gain 10 toughness till end of combat stacks. I wonder if regen would cause this to trigger every single round, constantly making her tougher. That could be cool to try. She's my main person for Medicae and Demolition. Alright, quick save.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue.
Okay, so head back to the ship now. Low Gothic is represented as English, High Gothic is like Latin. Adeptus Mechanicus speak in Binary. Yeah, if the Adeptus Mechanicus, if there's like a few of them together in a room and they're talking with each other, they just basically beat boop like really rapidly and they can communicate much faster. So when they're talking to people that don't speak, binary, and they don't have like the right implants, they have to, slow down and speak in Low Gothic so we understand. Alright, where's the system? We have some quests. So I guess we need to go over there. Which is that red path there, which is... It's going to take quite a few jumps to get there. Okay, let's do this jump first. Objects discovered, trophies. Lord Captain reporting. Shortly before departure from Footfall, a group of messengers in luxurious garbs delivered a strong box and several chests bearing the the insignia of House Orselio to the ship. I suppose the use of gold-clad servants instead of servitors was an extravagant attempt by the navigators to draw the attention of the rogue trader. Holy gifts. Considering the incident on the capital world, the enforcer officers checked the Navis Nobilitae gifts thrice. I am pleased to report that none of them threaten you, Lady Cassio's, or the crew's well-being. Having said that, a closer examination of the strongbox by the tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vid message addressed personally to you, alongside some kind of encrypted data. We dared not touch them without your instructions. What vid message? Show me. As your command, Lord Captain. Vigdis issues several orders, and the vid screen of your personal cogitator springs to life. The machine enters rumbling unhappily. Rogue Trader. A familiar piercing voice comes from the cogitator's Vox system, and you see a bloated face with sagging skin and a gaping hole where the nose should be. We, Great Regent Aranto Orselio, send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. You spared the Great Regent's life while passing judgment on the navigators of House Orselio. House Orselio will soon hold a grand council with the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. The meetings will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and yet the Rogue Trader's words bear a lot of weight with the child, so he may soothe its anxiety and lead the child down the right path. The path of accepting its duty before the house and ascending the Novador's throne. I hope you consider my offer, Mukluk von Valancius, for it is in your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but multiply your riches at the same time. The gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the Great Regent's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. The vid screen shuts down, and the Vox Master breaks the silence. I am told the message has been relayed to your cogitator, Lord Captain. I hope the data did not get corrupted during playback or delivery. Decode the encryption hidden in the data slate. Yes, Lord Captain. Vigdis falls silent, and the Vox transmission fills with scratchings of a cogita quill and rustling of papers. A messenger servo skull has been sent to the Omnissiah's servants' compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, I will notify you immediately. That will be all. God Emperor protects, Lord Captain. Ravor. Lord Captain, multiple critical systems are failing throughout the vessel. Half the compartments are no longer responding. The ship is falling apart. We request your presence on the bridge immediately. What? Why is the ship falling apart? I just barely started pressing the gas pedal and just like the engine blew out. Turmoil reigns on the bridge, with officers running around frantically tapping the cogitator runes, operators issuing commands into hissing voxcasters, and enforcers brandishing and checking weapons. Only Master Helmsman looks curiously unperturbed. Ravor's ever-scowling face clearly cannot hold any more grim dissatisfaction. I'm glad you've made it here in your one piece, your lordship. I was 10 feet away! The crew is running ship damage control procedures. The situation has been recorded and the ship's log is critical. Mr. Sarbak and I are temporarily in charge of the bridge. I'm organizing the technical staff while Jocasta musters enforcers. The Honorable Vox and Infernus Masters have departed for the affected compartments to take charge of their subordinates, but remain present on the Vox line. I wish to know what disaster has befallen us. Your comm bead springs to life. Infernus Master speaking. There have been several large explosions throughout the ship. A cascading blackout has knocked out lighting, transportation lines, air filtration, and heat control across the entire vessel. Multiple fires detected. All Infernus Guild forces have been deployed for emergency repairs. We will save the ship, no matter the cost. Right now, we are blind, unpowered, defenseless, sinking spittoon drifting through the abyss. The total volume of outages was nearly enough to turn us into an adamantine casket. The crew has suffered heavy casualties due to explosive decompressurization, loss of air supply to compartments, multiple fires, and failures in the transportation systems. The numbers are getting worse by the minute. Damage taken. Bodie McBoatface, 10. Was this an accident or sabotage? While we do not know this for certain, I am convinced that we have been attacked from within. We are now more vulnerable than ever. Her voice is followed by a hiss from the Voxcaster. It might have been a chain reaction caused by accidental failure. The ship is old. That sort of thing can happen. But I commend Mr. Sarbak's vigilance. It is appropriate at this hour. Where is the high factotum? At the time of the accident, Dan Rock was on the freight line inspecting warehouses. He has not been in contact since. We are assuming the worst. He's a big boy. He's got airbags. Where's my retinue? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Vigdis' voice breaks through the shower of static gushing from the Voxcaster. They were in their quarters or carrying out their duties when the incident occurred. Immediately after the emergency meeting, I will summon those you request to the bridge as escorts. We must come up with a plan of action. I've already put together a priority order for the repairs of the critical systems, but many bays have descended into bedlam and riots, making the work difficult. People are terrified and think they're about to die. In addition, some decks have become inaccessible. The trapped crew members' time is running out. Sadly, the optimal survival strategy for the vessel does not include the survival of those poor sods. Okay, I'm not... I hope it's obvious to everyone my treasures and relics are to be rescued first. Save the vessel. The enforcers must quell the riots and ensure that the work is done. Sarbat grabs the Voxcaster and snarls. All enforcers are to don full gear, spread out among the compartments, and maintain discipline at all costs. If anyone dares to distract the Infernus Guild from their emergency work, shoot them. Record this order, hand it to Servo Skulls, distribute it across all decks. Now. Sarbak's personal Vox bursts to life. Her face contorts with rage as she listens to the report. There's been an incident on the flight deck. A mob of voidsmen, laborers, despicable cowards all are trying to break through to the shuttles. The enforcers are holding them back for now, but the cordon is in danger of being overrun. Dogmatic. Seal the bay doors and mine the shuttles. Let them know that I mean to leave them no choice but to carry out their duty in the Emperor's name. Just put landmines on the shuttles. She barks orders into the Vox and is answered immediately by a staccato of gunfire. After a while, she nods in satisfaction. The crowd have been pacified, Lord Captain. A clear demonstration of our resolve and a few public executions have tempered their fervor. Dogmatic +5. Ravor shakes his head, gazing intently at the vid screen on one of the cogitators. The pressure's dropping. The bridge ventilation system is completely busted. Lord Captain, I humbly request that you move to the officer's deck where the emergency headquarters are to be established. The bridge is no longer safe. I must ask you to hurry while the tech priests are still supplying the elevator with power. My assistants and I will stay here and report on system readings. We have an emergency supply of void suits, so we won't croak right away, Emperor willing. Yes. Freight line. Oh, is this part of the DLC with Cabela? Yeah, I didn't think I recognized this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this supposed to do that? Ah! I like how my guy kicks the door open, not the Space Marine. So I wonder if we were intending to go to the freight line or if we arrived here by accident. The elevator shaft has expelled you into the dim of emergency lights. The smell of promethium and burnt flesh hits your nostrils, but there is no pain. Not a single broken bone or even a scratch on your whole body. It is as if your body became as strong as your faith during the fall and nothing could have harmed you. Even the ringing echo of the crash lift resembles the glorious tolling of a bell. Anger me silly, exalted one be praised. A disheveled Jay attempts to dust off her ruined outfit. She clears her throat as she glances at you and puts on an innocent expression. My heart overflows with delight to see that you too are in one piece, Shireen. Tech use. Inspect the elevator. It is a miracle you've survived. Guide rails lie in a twisted pile over a crown of shattered plasteel. The elevator was equipped with safety devices meant to stop the cabin inside the shaft, but at least half of them have failed. Your fall was no accident. Look around. Smoke and darkness limit your vision, but judging by the stench of rust and unwashed bodies, you are somewhere on the lower decks. You can hear the crackling of flames, groans, screams, and the rumble of falling beams coming from the distance. The disaster has not spared this compartment. Contact the bridge. The comm bead emits only unintelligible hissing. Either it was damaged in the fall, or the communication lines in the compartment have failed. Move forward.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Cargo.
Death has whispered many names, yet when it got to ours, it simply stopped. Not here, not now, not today.
I wonder if that was a reference to, what was it called? King of Thrones?
One step at a time amidst the
May the God Emperor protect you, Lord Captain. Game of Thrones, yeah. The name escapes me, but yeah, I remember the scene on the show where they're like, you know, what do we tell death? Not today. Cutscene. Surely the train's not gonna crash right now. Oh, wait. If the elevator was sabotaged, these guys might be here to kill us. A locomotive enveloped in steam halts at the platform with a low rumble. The hardened emergency workers of the Infernus Guild pour out of the carriages. Upon seeing you, they begin to wave cheerfully and shout. Oh, it's Infernus. Heinrich Monteg's face is covered in soot. He smiles broadly, never letting go of his low stick. Lord Captain, it's good to see you back in good health, however battered. The Voxmaster reported the elevator had collapsed, so I jumped on the first train and headed down here to look for you. I'm still curious. Like, this guy has just been such a nice chap through the whole story. And because it's Warhammer, I'm wondering if he's the traitor. Maybe, like, his people are the ones that, you know, blew the place up. The Voxmaster reported the elevator collapsed, so I jumped on the first train to head down and look for you. He holds out a hand as strong as a lifeline. Let me give you a lift to a safe place. I am sure many on this ship would be pleased to be rescued with such daring, but it is only right the rogue trader should get all the nicest things, is it not? Yeah, Heinrich should be firefighting right now. I appreciate the concern, Heinrich, but you are needed elsewhere. I will get out on my own. He shakes his head stubbornly. Lord Captain, I will not risk abandoning you into burning a compartment. A shot from a needle pistol misses Heinrich's head by a thread, cutting his low stick in two. A frail young cultist of the blood-spun web appears beside you. Damen, cast off the evil hand. It holds only betrayal and wrongful death. Heinrich Montag is not human, and he seeks your demise. This is my shocked face. The Infernus Master pulls the last of the low stick from his mouth and asks in a low voice, have you lost your mind, you damned lunatic? Awareness 100%. Take a closer look at the repairman. The Inferni look baffled, but the astonishment soon gives way to righteous indignation as a huge burn-covered fist clench into instruments of murder. But they are not the only instruments. You see hands slip under clothes and curl around metal weapon grips. Somewhere in the crowd, you glimpse the all-too-familiar glint of gunmetal. Heinrich, since when is it acceptable for the Inferni to carry weapons? Heinrich spits at his feet in frustration. You fanatics are always meddling in the wrong business. First the trick with the bloodbath, and now this. We were so close. The gun leaps into his hand and points at you. A shot rings out. The whistling hits your ears, but the bullet was evidently meant for the young spinner, now writhing on the ground. Draw your weapon without a word. Heinrich grips his weapon, and the chilling psychic aura around him makes your blood run cold. Heinrich pulls out a new low stick, lights it from his cutter, and blows out the smoke with a heavy sigh. Things would be a lot easier if you had just crashed in the elevator. Or climbed in the train. I wish you too could hear the sire's song in your dreams and await the many-armed emperor, but the harvest season has come and you must be reaped. You must die so that we may live. I am sorry, Mukluk. Farewell. Heinrich, I feel like you had time to make his brain explode there, just saying. What are those? Wait. Oh, wait. Is he with the Gene Stealers? Are these Tyranids?
Curious creatures.
Oh, okay. It's starting to click now. I'm remembering what these are. You've been ambushed. Okay, so I can't make changes to formation. Okay.
I'm not
Front line.
accustomed to being ordered around. I am a
Back
navigator,
line.
not a servitor.
Rear. Alright, and give Heinrichs an action. Wait, what? Where is his bird? Wait, what? Why is it on the ground? Okay, so the bird is stunned at the start of the fight and cannot emit buffs. Well, that is awful. Okay. Alright then.
Naturally.
AoE resolve. AoE
For the
armor.
throne's glory.
The other spells can't be AoE. What? I'm a little concerned. Every time I've had a fight where the bird got CC'd, it never went back into the mode where I could send buffs out to the party. So if that's the case, then I just can't buff this fight, and that sucks.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, so I just spent action points on an ability, but this Gene Stealer hit me, and then she, like, lost the action.
If I
And
may.
it didn't even cast, which sucks. Bird is almost dead.
Never leave that unpaid.
Bird is dead. It never got a turn. Okay. Alright, Muck.
Schemes within
Taunted those
schemes.
4. And I can't control the dog because it's stunned too.
Let's see.
Alright, so just... Oh, that parry kill. Nice. Dodge, miss, block. Dodge, parry.
This is just
Gene Stealer just gutted Cass. Miss, miss, block, 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 block. Miss, miss, block, 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 parry, block, 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 block.
God, my collection.
Skill issue. Medicaid signal.
Presents to give than to follow.
Alright, so there's some AoE healing. Is Muck rapping? I'm blocking.
Tell me, and it is done.
Alright, I'm gonna try to move this guy away from us. Okay, it worked. Forced them to move, which triggered a ton of attack actions of opportunity, and the dog killed one. Curse on him. Muck gets an extra turn. Taunt all. Will let me use the dog now.
What if?
Ooh, that thing's got a lot of hit points. Alright, put it on. I believe the dog had a chip where when if it ends its turn on standby, it gets bonuses. Yes. So standby.
Let's see.
Then her again.
Artist Jai Haydari. Remember the name.
Okay, where's... Oh, I can't do it. Alright, Cabela.
As honor ordains.
Boop, boop,
I shall not
boop,
fail.
boop,
Trust
boop,
me.
Boop, boop, boop.
I will leave the prince of
Whoa! What a movement. Alright. Okay. Heinrichs. Alright, reactivate bird.
Are not yet over.
Nice.
I won't
AoE
object to it.
regen.
Let's
AoE
see.
forewarning.
Naturally.
AoE warp speed.
I won't object.
AoE heal.
But of
AoE
course,
iron
Lord
arms.
Captain.
AoE prescience. Oh, we buffed. We buffed now. All right. Let's focus on this schmuck back here with him.
Is on the hunt. Wolves, I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
No, the dog got parried. Cassia's turn. Finest hour on
I'll show you
Ulfar.
why navigators are feared.
So my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. See, feel the icy bite of death.
I finally get what Mark took Heinrich. He's the buff mascot. Well, I feel like a proper party in this game has at least one Psyker. And it can be you, or it could be Heinrich or Adir, or, you know, someone else, but at least one Psyker. Because it's so good. It really is. Like, dude, warp speed, the buff warp speed, it's basically quickness from Guild Wars. You get more actions in, like, your turns, and you get more movement. Like, look at her movement right now. Like, she can just go all the way over here, basically to the other end of the battlefield. And half of that's because of warp speed. The regen buff is healing the whole team every turn. Obviously, that's amazing, because they don't have any passive healing. Hey, what's up?
I'm going to quickly.
Gotcha. Okay. I would say remember to take the tooth in case they want to see it. Okay. All right. Nutrient. Yeah, she brought me a sandwich and she was letting me know she was going out to run an errand. What else is there? The forewarning buff that he has. Hold on. Can I show it? Let's see. Where is it? That's pre-science. No, forewarning. 26 more dodge and parry for the whole party. That's insane. That's like half the hits coming at you are now just going to be misses. That's insane. Iron Arm. Gain 34 toughness and strength till end of combat. So the whole team has more hit points and their melee attacks are stronger. Pre-science is plus int, perception, willpower, and fellowship. So that's just like bonuses to a whole smorgasbord of skills. And then just, was it resolve? That's getting to use the powerful buttons more often. But yeah, just like the dodge, parry, and regen, and the speed buffs are incredibly noticeable.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Fool will ascend.
I am a now clad in scarlet. Dare you!
By the wolf's eye.
There we go. Big fella's down.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Now, my understanding is there's also a very powerful build in the game with just like an offensive Psyker, but with the way I'm playing, it's just so incredibly good having one on the team that's like buffing and supporting.
A wicked thought. A genius at work. The storm approaches. Schemes within schemes.
Dang. Stand by. That chainsaw attack thing does so many attacks per round, we get a lot of chances to parry it.
Don't you jest, surely. You've got a problem? I've got a price.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Tell me, and it is done.
Carnival of Misery. All enemies on the field get dots.
Let not the righteous fear. May their blades be sharp. The shadows will see it done.